when I implanted my hair, I found that I have a patch of hair that's missing.
Oh no.
So now,
Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of my natural hair journey. As you guys can see, I am joined by my lovely guest over here, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Jubilate Sithole, and I've been natural for 2 years.
My first question. Obviously, as we were talking behind the cameras or before we started shooting, you told me about your transitioning journey, right? So I'm curious, like, you know how everyone decides to do the big chop? You obviously took like a different route. You decided to transition. So I want to know why the decision to transition and not to do the big chop.
So my journey started when my hairdresser pulled my braids a bit too hard. She didn't leave edges at all, and she cut off ends. According to her, it was ends.
Okay.
And now, when I implanted my hair, I found that I have a patch of hair that's missing.
Oh no.
So now, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with my hair. Rather, I didn't consider the big chop at all. I'm not a fan of anything that has to do with me losing my hair. So I decided to take different routes, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to transition, and I'm going to move totally from relaxed hair to natural hair.
Wow. Okay, no, I envy you because I feel like at some point when I was relaxed and wanted to go natural, I thought of transitioning, but I was like, it seems like it's hard. Like, it seems like a lot of work to do. So I'm curious, like, how was it like taking care of like the two different textures, like the relaxed hair and the natural hair during your like transitioning stage?
Okay. For me, it wasn't that difficult because the products that I used actually did the job for me. I did not use a scissor. I don't remember a time where I actually picked up a scissor and I said, okay, I was cutting off ends or I was cutting off anything.
So you basically never trimmed?
Nothing.
Wow.
Never, actually, yes. So the products just did the job for me.
Interesting. Like, literally, that's it.
That's it.
So, like, what was happening, like, when you were transitioning? Like, did you have to do anything? Like, was your hair shedding? Like, how did the relaxed hair come off, basically, if I can put it like that?
With the treatment I was using at that time, the relaxed hair just shed off on its own.
Oh.
So I didn't cut it at all. And I actually didn't realize it until after I actually thought it was turning natural as well.
Oh.
Then when I started brushing it, I saw it fall off, and I was like, oh.
So basically, it was shedding off.
It
The
was
relaxed hair was
shedding.
shedding off, and then you only had the natural hair left.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. So like, what products were you using then at the time, like while you were transitioning?
Okay, I actually used a whole lot of products because, like I said, not that I'm obsessed with hair, but I can't stand the fact that there's no hair on my head or there's just a teeny weeny amount of hair on my head. I can't stand that. So I decided, you know what, let me try out whatever that could help. So I started trying out products with menthol and peppermint. And I felt like, you know what, okay, it's gradual, it's very slow and stuff. So a friend recommended that I should try chebe powder.
Oh.
And I started that treatment. When I first bought it, the lady told me that, you know, the longer you leave it in your hair is the more results you'll get. So I left it on my hair for 14 days. After the 14 days, I started seeing very good results.
Oh, wow.
So I started noticing my hair was fuller, my hair was thicker, and it was very, very natural.
Wow. So basically the shea did a whole lot for you.
Yeah, it did.
It transformed your hair for you, basically, if we can put it that way.
Yes.
Okay, so right now, currently, since you're like now fully natural, what products are you using now? Is it the same or have you changed? Have you switched products?
Okay, I'm still using chebe powder. I do the treatments once in a while since the whole treatment requires you to actually leave it in your hair. You can't really wash it out the same day unless if you want to. And I'm also using Dermisol. I get that from Pep. I use the full range of Dermisol. I'm also using black castor oil from MPL.
Oh.
And it's working. My hair is silkier, my hair is shiny.
Basically your hair loves the product.
It loves it. Oh, and not to forget Star Safro spray. I use that as well, especially when my hair is braided. So I use it alongside Dermisol.
Interesting. Okay guys, so here are the products that she's currently using right now. I don't know if it's focused, if you guys want to be able to see this, but yeah. Interesting. Would you say that your hair is like healthier right now in its natural state than it was when it was relaxed?
Yeah, I don't regret going natural at all. I would really say it is healthier. Not that relaxed hair isn't healthy.
Yeah.
However, yeah, I would say so. And it's cheaper in a sense.
You really think that natural hair is cheaper compared to relaxed hair?
Yeah, I do think it's cheaper for me because with natural hair, you don't necessarily have to go for expensive products.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go off with just water and oil that works for you. You could probably go off with the range of Dermasol. Dermasol for me was like the full range was about 60 something rand, if not, I'm not mistaken.
For all 4 products.
Exactly. So it's not that expensive. We just like making things expensive. Find something that works for you and stick to that. True. Some people find the green bar working for them and they stick to that.
Yeah.
Vaseline.
That's true.
And they stick to that.
That's true, because like as you mentioning the green bar, Vaseline, I told you that I have a friend that actually uses like the green bar soap and Vaseline, and it works for her because like her hair is like growing, it's like flourishing. So like right now, I currently like do you have like a certain hair care routine that you're following, or are you just like going with the flow? Like what's popping?
I'm actually going with the flow because I have a bit of a demanding how can I say job in a sense, so I can't actually have this hair care routine every after 2 weeks and stuff like that. So I really wash when necessary or when I get the time. So yeah.
Okay, so in other words, let's say you can actually you can get away with washing your hair like once a month. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Really? And you don't get like an itchy scalp, none of that?
No, with the products that I'm currently using, I don't get an itchy scalp. Dermasol has menthol. It's got peppermint. It's got shea butter. So I think those products really work well with my hair and my scalp. I know some people would really say it's not hygienic or anything like that. However, let's be honest, guys. I can't afford to be doing a hairstyle every after 2 weeks or every after a week.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm saying it's pretty demanding if ever I'm going to be doing it like that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh wow, lucky you, because some of us have to wash our hair like once a week. If I don't, my hair is like, no, not my hair, my scalp gets really, really itchy. So you're the lucky one. Okay, guys, so one last question that I have for her. Like what advice can you give to someone who's like currently transitioning, or someone who is like skeptical, not sure if they should transition or like big chop? What would you say to them?
Okay, transitioning isn't an overnight process. It didn't really happen overnight. As much as I've said that my first treatment took 14 days. It doesn't mean that in 14 days I had now a puff. I could now all of a sudden tie a puff. No. It was a gradual process, and I had to be patient with my hair as well, and I needed to treat it, and sometimes it might not work for you. You might have to trim as you do the transition. So it's not a thing of saying that because it worked for me it will work for you. For some it might be that way, for some it might not. So just know what works for your hair and what works for you.
Oh wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on the show and sharing your journey with us.
It's a pleasure.
Anyway guys, this is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below. See you guys in the next video. Bye.